Hello everyone and welcome to Big Ambitions. As always, I am Dor, and today we are hopefully going to begin the process of building out a business empire. So we are going to do the story mode here. I don't know if there's going to be any limitations here, but we're going to do it on normal. So what I want to try and do on this series, unless we are limited by the campaign stuff and not being able to do it, I want to try and own as many of these buildings as I can. Every single one of these that lights up when we hover over it is a building that we can interact with and a building that we can also own. So right now, if we click on this one, for instance, it has a market value of 26 million. It's also not on the market. We can rent it, but it's not for sale. We could potentially try and just offer more money than its market value is, and maybe the owner will sell it to us. Maybe they won't. I'm not exactly sure. This is my first time playing the game, so I don't know if that's going to work or not. But what I want to try and do is own every single aspect of this map. I want my business to be the only business people have an option to go to. So what I'm going to be doing is undercutting our competition. So right now we have to go over there because we're going to a house. We're also going to have the tutorial stuff popping up from time to time, which is going to be our uncle telling us things to do. So I don't know how long that's going to last, but we're going to follow through that for a little bit. And then I believe we're going to be setting up shop over here in the garment district. So I want to take a look and see which one of these things we don't have in there. I've already done this first like 10 minutes of the game, so I know that we don't have a gift shop and we also don't have a jewelry store in the garment district. So we're going to go ahead and go through the little bits of tutorial here, and hopefully through today's episode you guys can kind of give me some feedback and see how this all goes here. But anyways, let's mosey on over to our house. I'm gonna just tell Uncle to shut up over there. One of the other things that I am going to be doing, which I guess I will talk more about here in just a minute, because we need to go sleep in our bed, and then we are going to get things rolling relatively quickly here. So this game kind of reminds me a little bit of Sims, because you can move around pretty much everything that's in your apartment here. Can you move the lights? Oh, you can also move the lights. Okay. You can't move the windows, but everything that's furniture-wise in this place, you can move around, and it's the same way inside of businesses. If you also want, you can go in and change the flooring as well as the painting and stuff on the walls. We're not going to do that right now because we're renting this place, so I don't really see the point in investing in our own apartment here. But we need to go down to the grocery store and complete our secondary little objective here. I think what I'm going to do is actually whiz on through the tutorial stuff here, because we have to go get groceries and then we have to bring it back, and then I think we might have one more mission before it actually lets us start purchasing properties and stuff. So we're going to have to take out a loan of $15,000, and we have a 20% interest rate. So our daily payment to them is going to be $71 a day. So as long as we have that coming in, we should be fine. Let's take that loan out, and then we have to find a rental building with at least 807 square feet of whatchamacallit, space to build in. So let's get out of the loan building before I accidentally take out a double loan there, which I almost clicked on. And right now we are still employed at the grocery store. I'm going to quit that job tomorrow at 7 a.m. I don't know if I'm getting paid on my day off. I don't know. But if we are, then I'm going to leave it, because up here we have 156 green. So I feel like we're making money today, even though we don't have money coming in. So I'm not sure on that. Anyways, we need to find that building. So let's open up our map menu. So going off of the requirement here, we have 4 options to choose from. I want to very quickly see which one of these is going to be more beneficial. So we have 15 pedestrian and 11 traffic for that place. We also have 18 and 15. We have, is this another building we can do? No. Okay. So we got to keep that in mind. 11 and 15. We've got 18 and 15. We've got 21 and 15. That's kind of in the lead at the moment. We'll see if that's probably the one that's going to win. And then was it this one? It was 49 and 15. So that might be where we want to try and plop our thing down right away here. We can even try and take out a bigger building, but I don't know if it's going to be beneficial to do that. So right now I'm just going to do what the tutorial tells us to do here, and we're going to take out an 807 square foot building, and we are going to go with this one because of the traffic as well as the pedestrian. The pedestrian is probably more beneficial to have higher, right, than traffic, but it is what it is. Let's open up the business thing, and we can rent it. It's only going to want 27 bucks daily rent. We need to deposit 802, and the electrical is 120. So that's not too bad. Eventually, we can also potentially buy this building for 5.4 million. I think, right? Yeah, that 5.4 million. So that could also be something that we work toward down the line here, but right now we need to rent it. So we're going to be opening up a gift shop, and for the naming convention, I'm going to try and have a D word in it every time we open up a business. So right now we have Devious Trinkets as our gift shop name. With this screen here, we can use this to try and maximize on our profitability. So right now it's blank because the business is still closed, but once we get up and running and run it for a couple days, we can start seeing exactly how many people are coming into the building, their wants and needs, to try and maximize our profits. So that's something we'll come back to in a minute. We also have inventory and pricing. Again, it's currently blank because we don't have anything in the store. We have a schedule which we can set for every single day of the week, which is kind of nice. And once we start getting employees, we can also set them to specific shifts. So that's something that we will fiddle with in a little bit here. We have deliveries, which again is blank. We have marketing. And then the last thing here is the settings tab. So you can go in and change your business name. You can also change the shop type, which is not something that I want to do right now. We might do that later on when we start kind of cornering the market in specific things. And then we also have a custom logo maker. So right now, this is your generic in-game logo making thing. You can select any one of the logo shapes. You can change the font of the text. There's like 6 or 7 options to choose from. And then you can also change the colors of the background. So right now we can make it purple on the background. We can change the font color to black so it sticks out a little bit more. And then for the logo, we can change that on over to green so it looks really not good. But like I was saying in the beginning of the game here, I am actually not going to be using this thing. I'm going to jump on over to Affinity and create my own logos with my own text and stuff like that. So I want to know from you guys if that's something that you guys want to actually see in the episodes or not. Maybe just the finished product, but we're not going to be using any of this stuff here. We are probably going to be using the shapes that are available to us because there is a folder in the game that allows access to all of these things. So we might use some of these in our custom logo designs. We might just throw gradients and stuff on them to add a little more flair to them. All right, well, I got it done, but I think moving forward, I answered my own question here. I'm not going to be showing the making of them, I don't think. It took me a little while to get this thing up and running, so most likely we'll just leave it and I'll show you guys the finished product here. If I can get my guy to like just stand there, please. Thank you. So that's what we turned out with. I do have 2 variations of this that honestly, that one's not too bad, so we might stick with it. I have another one that has the present box as a gradient. So right now, I think we'll stick with this one. At the end of the day here, it's fine. We can also customize the sign appearances. So we have light colors, which I don't really think show up too well right now since it's daytime, but we also have the ability to change the outside here. So that thing has like a little light bulb around it now, and we can go through. There is 15 of these. Okay, so let me go through them real quick, see if we want to change it or just leave it on default. Most likely, yeah, we're just going to leave it on default. We also have to quit our job for the objective to move forward here, so let's do that. There we go. We have to go get our car from our uncle, and then we can start messing with our business here. So let me go do this. We're gonna have to pick that up, and then we're gonna have to start also grabbing a bunch of items and stuff that we're going to need to put in our business here. All right, so let's see. What are we going to need to pick up? We need to pick up a cabinet. We also need to pick up some other stuff there. Let me do this. So we are looking for a cabinet. Where's the cabinet? Cabinet's over here. Okay, let's go grab one of those. We need a cash register. So is that anywhere that I can see pretty clearly? Right there. Okay, so let's grab that. We also need, let's see, a shopping basket stack. So let's add that to our thing, and then a rounded shelf. So these guys right over here. Okay, well, that's all we're going to need. So let's check out here and head back to our store, and we can place all this stuff down to see what we can bring in and what we can't. So let's see. We are going to have the register on top of the cabinet here. So let's have this kind of toward the back of the store, right? Yeah, maybe, right? So this is going to be like the staff room. So we'll have this kind of over here by the door. And then we're going to put the cash register on top of that. So let's put that right over here. And that looks like it's facing the correct way. Okay, good. Next up here, we got shopping baskets. We will plop those over by the front door somewhere so people can actually grab them. Something like that should work, hopefully. And then last but not least, our rounded shelf. And for right now, we're only going to have this one thing. So let's just put it right in the middle of our floor. How do I get rid of this thing now? Can I just pick it back up, I guess, and go park it somewhere? So now we need to go to another store and pick up the actual stuff that we're going to be selling. So we have one 300 meters away. Ooh, that was perfect. Okay. Oh, no, that wasn't perfect. And our store is actually right here. I probably could have just walked. That was probably not great. We're going to have to pay for parking here. No, it is also free. Good. Great. Let's go into the store and pick up our stuff. We are gathering... what are we gathering? We are getting a box of cheap gifts and a box of paper bags. So paper bags are right there. Cheap gifts. Let's grab another hand truck because we can only carry one thing at a time here. So let's grab both of those. And that is also it for this place. Okay, so let's check on out and head back to the store once again. All right, so how do we do this? Do we just place them into our thing like that, maybe? Not exactly sure. I don't know where our paper bags just went. And the box of cheap gifts is just hanging on the ground. Okay, what if we dump it in the back side here, maybe? Does it then know to drop it into the building over here, maybe? Oh, we didn't set the thing yet. Okay, so we want cheap gifts. There we go. It automatically stocks the shelf for us. Good. Our box over there is gone. Let's take this again and dump it in the back room because I don't know what else to do with it. But anyways, that was all we needed to do to get our business stocked and ready to go here. So now all we got to do is set a schedule. And today is Friday. We are, what are we at? 6 p.m. pretty much. So we can't really open right now. We can open tomorrow. We'll open Sunday. We'll open Monday. Or actually, let's do Saturday and Sunday right now. It automatically threw our time thing in there. So 8 to 4. We're going to do 8-hour shifts. That's fine for right now. And we just got to make sure we come back over here tomorrow at 8. So we'll leave it on that. We'll do 2 days because in a minute here we're going to do something else as well. But for right now, that's fine. So I showed up to the store a little early today because I want to change our walls as well as our floor. And we can also change the line for the cash register here. Right now, when we hover over it, we can see that it kind of leads back to the door. We don't want to do that, I don't think. So what I want to do is actually have probably the line go this way for right now. And then can I also set like a secondary turn? I can't. Okay, so it's just a one and done thing. So let's just do this for right now. If we have too many customers for that line, then we'll try and do something else, I guess. That's fine, though. All right, well, I think this looks good for our first business here. I went with the stone texture on the front wall as well as the back wall. I didn't really know what to put on the back wall. I was going to try a solid color, but it just kind of didn't really look all that good. So I swapped it out for the stone thing. And then on the walls here, I stuck with a white paint, but I went with this one here that kind of looks like stucco, although I don't know how well that's going to come across on YouTube here. You can probably barely see that it's kind of textured. It's not just a solid flat white, but that's what we went with here. I also swapped out the floor to a darker wood, so hopefully that looks a little bit better here, but we are going to be locking that in for 5,400 bucks. So let's do that. And now we can set ourselves onto the cash register. Oh, I keep clicking the right mouse button, dang it. But we can set ourselves on the register even though we're a little early. And then we can simply just click on the end shift button. And let's see how much money we made today. So I don't know. We did sell some stuff. The shelf is a little empty. Not completely empty, but it is used up slightly. So one more day we got to do this for, and then we can progress to the next stage here. But I'm going to just warp on over to the house, come back over here for the next day, and see what our total is. Does it tell me somewhere that I'm just not seeing? Probably, right? Hold on. I'm going to very quickly check the business thing here. Maybe it does tell us daily income, negative 27 bucks. Okay. So that's probably not good. Oh, we did pretty good on capacity, though. We did 15 gift sales. We had 20 out of 15 registered checkouts. I think that's good, probably. And then shopping baskets, 15 or 30 out of 15. Okay. Or is that how many customers we had in? We had 30 people come in, but we only sold a maximum of 15 things, so we didn't have a good turnover, I guess. We just had a bunch of like people coming in and leaving. Maybe is what that means. I'm not too sure. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to do the next day here and see if we actually bring any income in, because right now apparently we only have negative 78 bucks. I didn't pay attention to what I just slept either. Uh-oh. Okay, we made 378 apparently, so we ended up making 450 just about on our second day there. I did accidentally show up to work late though, so that didn't really do us any favors. I was only like 3-4 minutes late. I had a little bit of an oopsie leaving the house here. I didn't eat, and then I had to go back and eat, so that's why we ended up showing up late. But now we have to go take a basic management course. And I'm not sure what this does. I guess maybe it lets us hire employees now, potentially. But we gotta go over here. Let me park. And it's also free. Great. And these guys are not going to be open, are they? Oh, they are open. Sweet. Let's see. We need to do the basic course. We have to do 10 hours in it before we can complete it. So we can actually devote the entire day to it since we don't have our shop opening anytime soon. And it's only going to cost us 300 bucks. So let's do that. We might also be able to do whatever that secondary one was, but that also might be a tutorial thing that we have to come back to and do later on. So I'd rather not jump ahead here, just in case it bugs out the thing here and we can't actually complete the course anymore or something like that. So over at this place, we have to start a recruitment campaign for a customer service employee. So let's select our business. We need to set customer service. And is there any age requirements that they want? Probably not. Let's just leave it on all for right now. And we have to burn a day before they pop up anybody. Let's try and get 2 people potentially to kind of see how this is going to go. It's going to cost us $1,000 to do it. So let's set that in motion. And that's all we need to do here. So we finally got our candidates from the recruitment agency here, which is good. It also didn't trigger until 8 a.m., which is when the place actually opens. So that was my bad. It's not at midnight. So that's good to know. We also only got 1 person, even though I requested 2. So I don't know if the second one's going to come throughout the day here, or if the game only wanted us to do 1 and we spent more money than we had to by asking for 2. But anyways, the person that it gave us is Sandy Carr. Their hourly wage is $19. Their customer service rating is 27%. Their cleaning is 18%, and they want to go full time. So that's going to be good. Let's hire them. Is it going to then show the secondary person here? Nope. Okay, weird. Anyways, now we need to go into our business once again here, and we need to set a schedule. So Sandy wants to work full-time, so we are going to be open Monday through Friday. We'll probably have off Saturday, Sunday. Although right now, to start, we're going to have them working Saturday, Sunday until the week resets, and then we'll disable Saturdays, Sundays. But we are going to want this guy working Monday through Friday, basically 8 a.m. to 4, right? That'll be 8 hours, and then that should be 40 hours a week, unless I'm doing my math wrong here. But right now, it's going to be 56, and that's purely... Oh, actually, hold on. Does that mean he wants more hours? Because it says it's only 50%. I'm not too sure why it's at 50%, because a full-time employee wants anywhere between 30 to 50 hours per week. So right now he is scheduled for 56 hours per week. So he should be kind of okay with it, I think. Again, we are going to cut one of these days, it looks like, potentially out of the work week here, and then we can increase the hours on 1 or 2 of the days here to get an extra 2 hours out of him, because he wants to cap out at 50. So for right now, we're going to leave that toggled. We can set it in motion. Every day here is going to be set correctly, right? Because I have that thing toggled. We are indeed. Okay. So we are going to be losing 19 an hour from this guy, whatever that turns out to be daily here. Does it tell me anywhere? It probably will once everything is up and running. But that's all we needed to do there, and we do have a new mission here. So we need to go to a store and buy some cleaning supplies. So the store is all the way over there. Let's drive on over. The guy should be working. We should have some sort of income coming in from the store now. And we also just stocked it up as well, so it should be able to run for a few days before we have to restock it as well here. So we'll just shove the cleaning supplies in the back room here, and then let's see. We should just come over here and clean, right? Yeah, that's good. Okay. So it looks like this is the only place that's really dirty. There might be a little bit of dirt around the register as well. It kind of looks like there's some around the baskets also. Shut up, Uncle. Let's see. Does it tell me? Hold on. Oh, yeah, right here on the bottom of my screen. I gotta open my eyes. But we are 100% clean. That's good. And how do I... There we go. Cool. We need to go buy a drink fridge. We need to buy sodas. We need to buy a fridge. Or no, place the drinks in the fridge. Man, I can't multitask here. Holy cow. Okay, so we need to go buy all that stuff now. So we're going to shove the fridge right next to the cash registers, so that way, hopefully, the customers in line also want to pick up a soda on the way out. Anyways, though, we now have to go back to the school and learn about the fundamentals of business administration, because we are going to be opening up, apparently, a fast food restaurant next. So once this is done, I imagine that's going to be it. I don't think it's going to walk us through every single business here to kind of guide us toward. So hopefully that's the case. If not, then dang it. But we're going to do this real quick. We hopefully can. It looks like we're still turning it somewhat of a profit. So that's good. Or actually, we haven't slept yet, huh? That's probably not going to stay green. This is also going to take 24 hours to complete, and we can only do 2 hours right now. So we're going to have to do multiple sessions of this. All right, we finally finished this course. It only took us 2 days there. We were able to do more than 2 hours at a time there. I think we were locked at 2 because we were either too tired or because the place was closing at the time. Although I am not going to be opening up this restaurant right now because we only have 8 grand. I really don't think we're going to have enough money to do this without having to go take another loan out right now. So what I'm going to try and do is maximize our profits from our gift shop. So what I want to do is head back. These guys just crashed. So like I was saying, I want to go back to the recruitment agency, if I can remember where that place was, which I really don't. We want to go to recruitment agency. Bam. It's right in front of us by our gift shop. Okay, cool. So I want to actually fire the guy that we have right now and probably hire like 2 or 3 part-time people if I can, especially if they are going to be like really cheap hourly rates. That would probably be more ideal here. So let's go back in here. Let's have this person search for some more people. We're also going to disable the other 2 hourly rates here because they're going to probably want more money per hour here. So we want to look for, let's try, if we do end up getting them part-time, right? Hold on 1 second. If we do get them part-time, they are only going to want to work between 10 to 30 hours per week. So if we have a store open for 40 hours, we can have one working 20 and the other one working 20. So let's just have these guys look for 3 people. It's going to cost us $1,500. We can bring that down to $150 if we want to wait 10 days, but I really don't. So let's do 1 day again. Hopefully this works the way that I'm kind of hoping that it will, but let's set that in motion. We're going to have 3 more people come up. I also want to go back to the other store and buy another one of the whatchamacallits, the cabinets. So where was that place? I don't even remember what it was called. It wasn't the wholesale place, right? No, that's where we get our food. Well, I finally found the place, but they don't open for another hour. So let's see what our first candidate is here. They want $21 an hour. No. Dang it, I was thinking these guys would be cheap, but they're not. Okay, that first one gets declined. We've got 2 more chances here. So all we picked up was another shelf here. So I'm going to plop this here for 2 seconds. We are also going to move this one to this side of the building, although we are kind of in the way right now, so that's not ideal. Let's plop that there. And then I can move out of the way and then move it again. So I want this. Let me rotate. We are going to have it kind of right there, I suppose. That's kind of fine. And then this one can go right across the room like that. Is that spaced evenly? It looks like this one's a little more forward. So let's do that instead. Yeah, okay. So we're going to stock this shelf with the cheap gifts as well. Although, can I go get expensive gifts? Is the question. I don't know where I would go to get those because the store that we've been to already doesn't have them. So let's toggle our whatchamacallit, wholesale please. There we go. We've been to this one. We know that doesn't have it. We have one there. And nothing else is showing up anywhere else right now. So I'm going to go to this one real quick and see if maybe we have expensive gifts at that location. We have $5 grand to spend, so we don't really have a whole lot of cash at our disposal at the moment. So this place is like a full-on warehouse, so not like the other one. They also sell paper bags, so there might be a price difference. I'm not sure. 1,000 bags for $100.80, so not sure if there is a difference there, but we do have expensive gifts that I can see right away here, and there is 200 for 1,200 bucks. Okay. And, oh, there's no hand card, is there? Or, you know what? It doesn't matter. We're only going to buy one, see how well they perform. Maybe we do good with them. Maybe they just don't really sell too well at our business. But we might want to come here from now on. There's so much more stuff in this place. Oh, you know what? The other place is cheaper. This place wants $123 for 1,000 bags. So, yeah, we are going to probably stick with the other place. I'll try and probably come back in here and screenshot all the prices and then go to the other place and do the same thing, and then just go to whichever one of these shops has a better deal, so that way we're trying to maximize on our currency here. Anyways though, there we go. We got our expensive gifts on the shelf here, and what are those supposed to be? I can't quite tell. Like little statues maybe? Not exactly sure. We still got like chips and stuff in the middle, just like the other side, so it is what it is. I think these are coffee mugs, and then these are like little dudes maybe. I don't know what those are, but how are we doing on profitability here? Let's see. Wrong screen, never mind. This one over here. Let's see this thing. As of right now, we are not doing really good on customer service. Our employee isn't super good at it apparently. We are turning a profit though. It's not a whole ton of money, but we have a margin of $4 grand apparently. Or no. Are we breaking even? Is that what that means? We have 0% gain? We got another candidate that also wants $21 an hour, so that's another one that's going to get denied. I have a feeling the third one is also going to want $21 an hour, so that's a bit unfortunate that we wasted the money on trying to recruit some more people here. But before we wrap up today's episode, I want to try and improve our scores. So if we open this thing again and we take a look at this, I'm not sure if there's anything we can try and do about the customer service right now other than firing our employee and bringing somebody else in that has a higher rating. But we can try and increase our interior scores, so we need to buy furniture to try and do that. So we have 4,500 bucks to try and make something happen here. Well, let's see if this helps our rating at all here. It'd be nice if it did. So I want to place this one kind of in the same spot as that one, and then let's see, we want to grab our Persian carpets. Can I place that in the middle here, or am I too close? I am fine. Okay, so we'll place that there. I don't really hate it, but it's not great. It is not great. All right, well, let's see if we went up any on our rating here. So we went up a little bit on customer service. We went from 8 to 12%. Not exactly sure why. We still have the same employee. We didn't do anything different with that guy. And then we also, I think, went up slightly on interior. We were at 20%, right? Or 21% or something like that. So maybe all we got to do is cram a whole bunch of carpets and stuff into this building, and that'll hopefully help the satisfaction here. I would like to get that as high as I can get it. Ideally 100%, but realistically it's probably not going to get 100% unless we fire our employee. But that is going to be it for today's episode. Next episode, we are going to go ahead and get our little fast food restaurant up and running, and then we should hopefully be able to finish off the tutorial stuff here, hopefully, and there's not more after this one. I'm not really sure, but for right now, that's going to be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. So I'm going to jump back in here real quick because I was being a little stupid there. So if we click back on this and go back over to the interior thing, on the bottom of that, it tells you that monitoring your employees and customers in buildings gives you more of an insight other than just hovering over this thing. So by doing that, this guy walked in a second ago and he said something about wearing uniforms. So I didn't realize we can set that, but if we go back into this and we click on employees, we can set a uniform. So we have unassigned and default. We also can configure a preset, which I'm going to do now. I completely didn't realize we can do this. This is kind of cool. So this is going to be the uniform for our business. We got a two-tone shirt with a red and black scheme, as well as black pants, some black shoes, We don't have a hat selected or an apron. There's no reason for that. And if we do end up hiring a female, they are going to be wearing sort of the same thing here. We have the two-tone shirt. We have 3 options of pants, so I went with this one. I think those are the same type that we have for the dudes. And then we also have only 2 options for shoes. We got some Chuck Taylors or some heels. We're just going to have them wearing some Chucks here. There's no reason for heels. And then the same thing for the hat. No reason to have a hat or an apron. So that is going to be our uniform choice for our people in this business. And that should have saved it. So let's set that. And then we can also train them in their skills. So how much is that going to cost us? They have to be unassigned from a business to do that. Okay. I wonder if I can set them on their day off. Maybe. But anyways, that is going to be it for today's episode. Now, this guy is not going to be wearing it today, but tomorrow when he comes in, he's going to have the uniform on. Next episode, he's going to have the uniform on. So we should be good. I'm going to just hang out in the store like some weirdo and watch what everybody keeps saying. We might have to go back and buy some paintings and stuff for the walls as well, because we can also spice up the area a little bit more here. We have a little bit of cash left over. So right now, the only thing I'm seeing is the customer service. That's not ideal. Okay, this guy needs to improve his customer service, it looks like. But anyways, that is now the end of today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.